No, we're not on Instagram today. I'm just going on to YouTube now. So it's now live on YouTube if you want to join there. And there's Ksenia. So both of you are, I have both of you down for Saturday for the workshop. If you're doing the class now, though, I'm switching over to YouTube. I'm already live on YouTube. So if you want to jump on there, then please feel free. Okay. Hello. And if you're joining me on YouTube, say hello. Hello. Hey, Lana. You get to hang out with me and your sister on Saturday. That is very nice. We won't do too much of the lifting today. We'll do a little bit, but not too much. Oh, and my kids are acting up. Yeah, me too. I like the Zoom classes. I just like to see what people are doing, and when you can see someone and make the tweak, and then you can see the shift. That's the nice and rewarding experience for me. So I'm looking forward to that. Cool. Okay, Ksenia, do what you got to do, honey. Don't worry about it. We'll talk soon. I'm just going to stay on Instagram for another minute or two. Lana, you might be the only one. Well, if that's the case, then we can do a private class, and you tell me specifically what you want. Thanks, Ksenia. And I'll do a specific class just for you. I need to move too, so that's why I'm here. RYCB, hello. I'm actually going to be ending this session on Instagram and jumping onto YouTube. The link is in my Instagram bio, so if you click on the link, that'll take you to the YouTube link where my my live class is starting now. Okay, and if you are joining me on YouTube now, can you just say a quick hello so I know who's joining? And if there's anything specific that you'd like to work on or you have a question about, I hope you mention in the comments, because I can address things like that on the fly and integrate it into the class. I need the practice myself, so I'm going to practice. If you want to practice, you can. If you're saying, Mark, you know, if it's just me and you, buddy, then I'll take it easy for the night myself. Then you go ahead. I'm still going to do some work, some physical work, because I got to stay in shape. Okay, I think I can close on Instagram now. It's been about 5 minutes. And now and delete. Okay, I'm just gonna do a flow. That's it. That's what I was just intending to do, just a regular flow that has a nice balance. It doesn't focus too heavily in one direction. I might add in one extra back bend or front stretch than I normally do. That's about it. If you can hear my kids, it's because I have kids. Okay, I'm gonna start, and if people join, then that's great. Okay. It's gonna get my there. We want the toys and the guitar background, but not the guitar. I mean, but not the espresso machine. I have music ready to go here. Can you hear me okay before we start? Can you hear me in the music okay? Because sometimes the sound, I've had issues with sound on YouTube before, so. Yes, you can. All right, let's do it. Okay. So I get these guys out. Okay. Okay. Perfectly. Okay. All right, let's come to the front. Let's connect to our breath. So it's find your bandhas, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. So we're holding in here. Deep breath in the lungs. If you want, you can even bring your hands in the rib cage. Just expand and contract the rib cage where the hands are. Bring the attention there. Strong legs, belly in, lifting your pelvic floor. Lifting the rib cage up, shoulder blades down the back and going forward into the chest. If you want to use cactus to find that, go ahead and then just release your arms. I find that helps me. And we'll begin. Inhale, bring the arms up. Gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale and fold, relax your lower back. Inhale, lengthen your head up. Hold the belly in. Exhale, push into your hands, step or jump back. You can hold plank or lower into chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, strong legs, belly in. Exhale, lift your rib cage up, shift it back, downward dog, hold here. 1. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, try to make the arms and legs as long as you can. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor, keep the breath in the rib cage. 3, rotate the armpits in towards each other so the shoulders come away from the spine. 4, try to reach your heels down, lengthen your big toes forward. 5, as you exhale, gaze forward. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop, lengthen your head up. Exhale and fold, relax your lower back, heavy ribs. Inhale, push into your feet, come all the way up, reach away from strong legs. Exhale, Samasthiti. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen head up. Exhale, step or jump back. Again, you can hold plank or lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lead with your belly, downward dog. Hold there. 1. Long arms and legs right away. Keep focusing on lengthening your limbs as much as you can. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Breath stays in your rib cage. 3, heels down, big toes forward, index fingers forward. 4. 5, as you exhale, gaze forward. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop forward again. Lengthen, head up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push into your feet. Come up, reach. Exhale, Samasthiti. Once more. This time we're going to hold upward dog. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold. Relax your lower back. Inhale, lengthen your head up. Exhale, step or jump back. Again, you can hold plank or lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. We're holding here. Hold, hold, hold. That's 1. So find your breath. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Breath in your rib cage. 2, make your legs super strong and try to push the baby toes down into the floor. 3, resist your arms back and pull your rib cage forward. 4, if there was an eye on your chest, it would look up to the ceiling. 5, slowly exhale, lift your rib cage up, shift it back. Don't rush that movement. 1, long arms and legs again right away. 2, belly in, lift the pelvic floor, breath in the rib cage. 3, long arms and legs. 4, 5, as you exhale, gaze forward. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop, lengthen, head up. Exhale and fold, relax your lower back. Inhale, push into your feet, come all the way up, reach. Exhale, Samasthiti, Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend your knees, tail forward, arms up. Exhale and fold, relax your lower back. Inhale, lengthen, head up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lead with the belly, downward dog. Turn left, step right. Stay low. We're holding this for 3. Hinge from the pelvis, belly and lift your pelvic floor. If you want, you can start cactus arms or reach up. That's 1. Strong back leg, bend your front knee more, square the hips. 2. Belly in, lift the pelvic floor, contain the rib cage. And 3. Exhale, bring the hands down. We'll step back and lower chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Turn right, step left. Stay low. We're holding for 3. Hinge from the pelvis. Hinge from the pelvis. Belly and reach your arms up in any way that works for you. 1. Strong back leg. Bend your front knee more. Left hip back, right hip forward. 2. Chop your arms forward. Rib cage back. And 3. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lead with your belly, downward dog. Hold. 1. Slow the inhale. Control the exhale. 2. 3. 4. 5. As you exhale, gaze forward. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop, lengthen head up. Exhale and fold, relax your lower back. Inhale, bend your knees, tilt forward, arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Again, inhale, bend your knees, tilt forward, arms up. Exhale and fold, relax your lower back. Inhale, lengthen head up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, lead with your belly, downward dog. Turn left, step right. Inhale up. Bend your front knee, square your hips, hands higher, tail lower. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, lead with your belly, downward dog. Turn right, step left. Inhale up. Bend your front knee, square your hips, hands higher, tail lower. Exhale, hands down, step back lower. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog and hold. That's 1. Slow down the inhale. Control the exhale. 2. Long arms and legs. 3. Rotate your armpits in towards each other. 4. 5. As you exhale, gaze forward. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop. Lengthen head up. Exhale and fold. Relax your lower back. Inhale, bend your knees, tilt forward, arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Separate your feet hip distance. Inhale, reach down, catch your big toes, lengthen head up. Exhale, fold, relax your lower back. Hold here, Padangusthasana. 1. Hips forward, press the feet down, try to work your legs longer. 2. Bend your elbows, bring the shoulders away from your ears. 3. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor, holding your bandhas. Let the rib cage be heavy. 4. 5. Inhale, lengthen your head up. Exhale, stay there, do nothing. Next, inhale, step on the palms, the soles of the feet, toes touch your wrists. Exhale and fold, hold there. 1. Lean your hips forward, press the feet down, work your legs longer. 2. Hold your belly in, lift your pelvic floor, let the rib cage be heavy. Don't force it down. 3. Bending your elbows, shoulders move away from your ears. 4. 5. Inhale, lengthen your head up. Exhale, slowly work your way back up. Inhale, step your left foot back, reach your arms up. Trikonasana. Exhale, Shift your hips left. Reach your hand to the right, hand down on the shin, ankle, or the foot. Bring your left hand up. Trikonasana, hold here. 1. Favor the inner edge of your front foot. Work your front leg longer. 2. Strong back leg. Hold your belly in. Lengthen your rib cage away from your hips. 3. Push your top hand forward and twist your chest up towards the ceiling more. 4. 5. Exhale, look down. Inhale up. We'll pivot the feet towards the left. Exhale, shift the hips to the right. Lengthen your left hand forward. Bring it down on your shin, ankle, or foot. Right hand can stay on the hip or come up. It's up to you. Breathe. 1. Still favoring the inner edge of your front foot. Working the front leg longer. 2. Hold your belly and lift your pelvic floor. Lengthen your rib cage away from the hips. 3. Push your top hand forward. Resist the bottom hand back. So you twist your chest up like a helicopter. 4. Keep the awareness in your legs. I know it's hard. 5. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Pivot the feet towards the right. Right hand on the hip, left hand up. Exhale, pull your right hip back. Reach your left hand forward. Take the pose you normally do. We only have regulars here today. Hold there and breathe. 1. Driving your right hip back. Curl the left hip forward. 2. Now lengthen your rib cage away from your hips. 3. Push your top hand forward. Resist the bottom hand against the foot. You'll twist up like a helicopter more. 4. 5. Exhale, look down. Inhale up. Pivot the feet towards the left. Left hand on your hip, right hand up. Exhale. Pull your left hip back. Reach your right hand forward. Let it come down where it may. And you can stay here with the hand on the hip or reach it up and hold. 1. Driving your left hip back, right hip forward. 2. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Lengthen away from your hips. 3. Push your top hand forward. Resist the bottom hand back. 4. And 5. Exhale, look down. Inhale up. This time we'll take a wider stance. Pivot the feet to the right. Exhale, bend your right knee. Bring your right elbow down on the shin. Left arm above the left ear or hand down beside you. Same karmic points, just breathe. 1. Open up the knees towards the wall behind you so you stretch across the front of your hips. 2. Pinky side of your left arm chops down, twist your chest up. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Pivot the feet towards the left. Exhale, bend your left knee. Again, elbow on the knee, right arm above your right ear, or right hand down. Or left hand down, sorry. I'm your friend. I hope you're my friend when I make mistakes. That's 1. Opening up the knees towards the wall behind you. 2. Chop your right arm down, twist your chest up. 3. Belly in and lift your pelvic floor. 4. 5. Exhale, look down. Inhale up. Turn your feet towards the right. Come down onto the left knee. Left elbow across your right knee. Lift your rib cage up. Pull the belly in. Lift your pelvic floor. Twist. Slide a bit deeper. And you can stay here or take full version. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, look down. Inhale up, turn towards the left. Exhale down on your right knee. Right elbow across the knee. Inhale, lift. Hold your belly in, twist from your low waist, slide your armpit down. You can stay in prayer or take full version. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, and exhale, look down. Inhale, coming all the way up. Turn both feet in towards each other so you're slightly pigeon-toed. Hands on your hips, chest up. Exhale, fold, hands down between your feet. Inhale, lengthen the head up, hold your belly in. Exhale and fold, crown the head towards the floor, hold there. 1. Hips forward, press the feet down, try to make your legs longer. 2. Belly and lift your pelvic floor, let your rib cage be heavy. 3. Squeeze your elbows in, use the arm strength to bring your head down more. 4. 5. Inhale, lengthen your head up. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of you and start to walk your feet out to the side. So you can stay here. Maybe lower down to your elbows. Just do what you can and breathe. 1. Belly and lift your pelvic floor. 2. Shift your hips back, but reach your chest forward. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale. Slowly bring your legs close together. Exhale, fold and release the fingers behind you. Let the hands come down. C version. 1. Weight forward, legs longer. 2. Belly and lift your pelvic floor. 3. Head and shoulders rolling forward and heavy. 4. And 5. Inhale, slowly work your way back up. And exhale, come back to the front. Samasthiti, Utthita Hasta, left hand on the hip. Inhale, lift your right leg up, catch your foot. If you can, exhale and fold chin to your shin. Hold there. 1. Point the foot, tighten the grip and bend your elbow. 2. Try to drop your right hip. It's going to help you lift the foot higher. 3. Right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. So you're squaring to me. 4. 5. Inhale your head up. Exhale the leg or the knee out to the side. Gaze to the left. Hold. 1. Belly and lift your pelvic floor. So you're holding here in the core. 2. Maybe roll your heel forward. Bend your right elbow. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale your leg into center. 1 breath. Exhale and fold. Inhale, release the foot. Hold here. 1. Keep bringing your right leg into the hip socket. 2. As your right leg comes in, left leg pushes down. 3. So keep that cycle of energy. Belly in and grow tall now. You're tall away from the cycle. 4. And 5. Exhale, kick your leg back. Catch it with your right hand, left hand up. And that's a pose you can hold here. Maybe fold. It's up to you. 1. Keep the breath towards the front of the right hip flexor. This is where the stretch comes. 2. We're just counterposing right here to open it up. 3. Maybe kick the foot into the hand and reach the foot higher to the ceiling. 4. And 5. Inhale, come up and release. And shake it out. Other side, right hand on the hip. Inhale, left leg up. Catch your foot. Exhale and fold. 1. Point your foot. Tighten the grip. 2. And try to drop your left hip so you can get your foot higher, just for fun. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale your head up. Exhale the leg or the knee to the side, gaze to the right and hold. 1. Driving your weight down into the right foot over and over. 2. Belly and lift your pelvic floor. Your core stays engaged. 3. Roll your left heel forward, maybe bend your elbow. 4. And 5. Inhale your leg into center. Exhale and fold. Inhale, release the foot. Hold here. 1. Point the left foot, but flex the big toe. 2. Draw the left leg into the hip socket as you drive the right leg down. 3. So this is the cycle of energy. Now go tall away from that. 4. And 5. Exhale, kick your leg back. Catch it with your left hand, right hand up. And exhale, maybe fold forward. You don't have to. 1, it's okay if you use the wall. There's no crying. 2, the pose is more about counter-posing and stretching the front of the hip and quadricep. 3, maybe kick the foot into the hand, leave the foot higher. 4. And 5, exhale, release. Shake it out. Hip openers. If you want to take a half bound lotus with your right leg, go ahead. Otherwise, inhale, bring your right foot above the left knee. And exhale, bring your hands or elbows down onto the shin. Maybe bring the hands down to the floor. We're not lifting. We're just going to open up the hips. Hold here. 1, flex the right foot against the left arm. Bend your standing leg more. 2, press your rib cage down. Resist your arms back, chest forward. 3, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Breath is in your rib cage. 4. And 5. Inhale, straighten your left leg. And exhale, fold. Inhale, work your way back up. And exhale, release your right foot. Other side. Inhale, left foot above your right knee. Exhale and fold. So again, hands or elbows can come onto the shin. Maybe hands to the floor. Maybe you're taking half bound lotus. Hold there. I just like your best version of whatever you're doing. That's 1. So flex the left foot against your right arm. Bend your standing leg more. 2, try to flatten your rib cage to the thighs. Pull your belly back and chest forward. 3, resist the arms back against your shin. Belly back, chin and chest forward. 4. And 5, inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale and fold. Inhale, work your way all the way back up. And exhale, release. Shake it out. Come back to the front, Surya Namaskar. We're going to go into warrior poses. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen head up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, lead with your belly, downward dog. Turn left, step right. Stay low, like really bend that knee a lot. Now we're hinging from the pelvis, as if you were standing straight up from your pelvis. You can hold here or reach your arms up. That's 1. Strong back leg, bend your front knee more. 2, draw your right hip back and left hip forward so you're squaring to the front of the mat. 3, chop your arms forward. As you do that, bring your rib cage back and tail forward. 4. 5, inhale, straighten your right leg, turn the feet towards the left. Exhale, bending your left knee, and again, square your hips. Keep your pelvis tilting up as much as you can. Hold there. 1, strong back leg, bend your front knee more. 2, left hip back and right hip forward. So there's a bit of a cycling energy in the legs. Belly and lift your pelvic floor. 3, chop your arms forward, rib cage back and tail forward. 4. 5. Inhale, open up your palms. Warrior 2 position, hold here. 1, open up the knees towards the wall behind you. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Now lengthen your rib cage up. 3, if you want to find your shoulder blades, turn your palms up. Keep the shoulder blades where they are. Turn your palms down. 4. 5, straighten your left leg. Turn the feet to the right. Exhale, bend your right knee. Hold. 1, opening the knees to the wall behind you. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. 3, go ahead and do your palms again. Check your shoulder blades, make sure they're in place and breathe. 4. 5, exhale, bring your hands down. And we'll step back and lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, lead with your belly, downward dog. Gaze forward. Inhale, we're going to bring the right knee towards the right hand into a pigeon lunge. And you want to flex the right foot. Your back legs stay bent. You can be on the top of your left foot. Deeper still is curling the back toes under. Whatever you do, keep that right hip down. That's your priority. Nothing else. And we start to fold forward. So right now it's just about the hip rotation of the right leg. That's one. You can use your left hand to favor the left leg in towards your right hip. 2, and your left rib cage in towards your right leg. 3, keep flexing your right foot. Keep trying to flatten your rib cage down to your thighs. 4, 5, inhale, come up. And we're just going to swing the left leg around. Bring your left foot on top of your right knee. And you can hold it here, or hug your leg, or gently bring your leg down. Don't force this. Let gravity take it over, and you stop at the tension point. Just breathe. Deep breaths now. 1, flex your feet, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. 2, don't drop down. Think of lengthening forward. Deep breaths. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly work your way back up. Bring your left knee in front, swing your right leg back. And the same thing applies. You can keep your right leg bent, or strain the leg and come on the top of the foot, or to curl the back toes under. But we have to keep this left hip down. So we don't want this lifting. We want that down. And then you slowly favor the right side of the body in towards the left leg. And that's where the hip opening happens, right over here. Breathe. 1, you can use your right hand to encourage the right leg to move in towards your left leg. 2, right hand on your rib cage. Favor the right ribs towards your left leg. 3, belly in, lift the pelvic floor, lengthen forward. 4. And 5, inhale, come up. Swing your right leg around. So bring the right foot on top of your left knee. Right knee stays up, and you can hug your leg. Maybe encourage it down. It's up to you. You do what you can. You stay at your tension point and you breathe. You don't go deeper. 1, flex both feet, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. 2, lengthen your rib cage away from the hips. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly work your way back up. And you can take a break there or take a vinyasa before we do seated. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Full inhales, upward dog. Hey, Regina. Full exhales, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, come forward to a seated position. Dandasana. Legs are straight. Hands beside the hips, fingertips pointing forward, grow tall. 1, let the legs draw into the hip sockets and grow tall against the energy of the legs. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor, lengthen your rib cage up. 3, push the hands into the floor, shoulder blades go down the back and lift up into the chest. 4, and 5. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lengthen your chest forward. Lengthen, 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 and you can hold here or fold forward. 1, draw your thighs back, lengthen your chest forward. 2, bend the elbows, bring your chest back, or your shoulders back and chest forward. That's 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you 6 inches, fingertips pointing forward. Roll your shoulders forward, chest up. Inhale, push your heels down, chest up. Drop your head back. That's already 1. Shift more weight to your feet. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor, hips higher. 3, shoulders forward, chest up, breathe. 4, more weight to the feet. And 5, and lower down. Well done. You can take a break or vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, jump back and lower. Inhaling, upward dog. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. Exhale, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, come forward. Left leg straight, bend your right leg back, lifting up your ankle. And you can hold here or interlace the fingers on the front of your shin. Roll your right hip forward, grow tall, hold here. 1, strong left leg, and you go tall with that energy. 2, flex your right foot, bring the heel higher and shin closer to your chest. 3. Imagine this right leg behind your head. That's where it goes eventually. 4. And 5. Okay, release the pose. We're going to bring the leg behind the shoulder or above the shoulder or above your elbow. You just do what you can. So you can hold that. Bring the hands beside you. Chest forward. Maybe inhale, you just lift up the hips. Maybe lift up your foot. And that's 1. Squeeze your legs together. 2. Belly back, chest forward. 3. Push your shoulders back, chest forward. 4. And 5. Okay, you can do the fancy vinyasa. Bend your left leg back, straighten your right leg. Maybe swing around. And if you can from there, go ahead. Inhale, upward dog. Or you face plant a little bit. Exhale, downward dog. Other side. Inhale, coming forward. Right leg straight, left leg back. Interlace the fingers in front of your shin. Roll the left hip forward, grow tall, hold here. 1. Flex your left foot, bring the heel higher and shin closer to your chest. 2. Keep rolling your left hip towards your right foot so the pelvic bone is moving away from the sacrum. 3. Imagine this leg is behind your head. That's where it goes. 4. And 5. Okay, we're going to bring the leg behind the shoulder to whatever point it's going to be at. It doesn't matter. Hands beside you. Chest forward. Inhale. Lift your hips up and back. Maybe lift up your right foot. That's 1. Squeeze legs together. 2. Push your left foot down, right foot up. 3. Belly back, shoulders back, chest forward. 4. And 5. And you can do your own version of a vinyasa or just take a break. If you want to do the fancy one, go ahead. Swing around into chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees. We're going to come onto our shins. We're going to do Virasana, hero's pose. So if you need to sit in a block because this hurts your knees, go ahead, grab a block or grab the book. If you can bring the knees in a bit, it helps the feet come out to the side and you're not compromising the knee. So that might help you. So you can stay here with the hands beside you. Ultimately, you bring the hands here in front, and this is some internal rotation. Hold here. 1. Try to push the knees forward into the hands and down into the ground so the legs are active. 2. Try to find your baby toes on the ground. It's like you're pushing the feet to stand up, but you don't actually stand up. 3. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Shoulders back, chest forward. 4. And 5. Okay, bring the hands behind you. So you can take fingertips pointing forward, lift up your hips just to stretch out the front of the hips. Or lie down to your backs. Grab your feet, drop your head back. Hold here. 1. Lengthen your knees forward and down. 2. Push your feet down, hips higher. 3. Pull back on your feet with your hands. 4. And 5. And lowering down. Slowly work your way back up. And we'll just take a child's pose from here to counter. Moving our spine back and forth. And that's 1. We can count in this version of Balasana. 2. Draw the tail down towards your feet so you're rounding your back more. 3. Head and shoulders rolling forward and heavy. It's a bit more challenging to do with glasses. 4. And 5. Inhale, slowly work your way back up. And we'll just step the hands forward, step your feet back and lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, lead with your belly, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees coming forward. And we'll do Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together, knees up to the side. So the reason why I don't do Janu Sirsasana anymore in a class is because this does Janu Sirsasana on both sides at the same time. This is Janu Sirsasana, 1 leg at a time. I want to be more efficient. We'll do both. Lengthen your knees out to the side. And it's okay to have your hands behind you and just rock your chest forward. You can stay here or go ahead, grab your feet, start to lengthen forward. But keep the attention here. Hold that. 1. Squeeze your feet together, lengthen the knees out to the side. That's the point. You need to do that. 2. And as you lengthen the knees out, belly and lift your pelvic floor. Now lengthen your chest forward. 3. You can press the elbows down into your thighs, belly back, chest forward. 4. And 5. Inhale, coming up, make 2 fists, put them behind your heels. Push your heels forward, round your back, crown the head towards your feet. 1, still lengthening your knees out to the side. 2, it's almost as if you could lift the feet up, round your back more. 3, tuck the tail to the head, try to bite the tail with the head. It's really hard to talk in this pose. 4. And 5, inhale, come up, use your hands to help you lift the knees, and we're going to straighten the legs out into Upavishta Konasana. So you can stay here with the hands behind you and just rock your chest forward, maybe catch your feet. It's up to you. Maybe lower your chest to the floor. We'll hate you a little bit if you can do it, man. That's 1. Strong legs pressing down, belly in, lift the pelvic floor. So we're always finding our foundation first. 2, and as you find that foundation, lengthen forward. Don't collapse. Keep reaching your chin forward. 3, strong foundation, lengthen forward, accentuate your breath. 4. And 5. Inhale your head up. Exhale, stay there, do nothing. Next inhale, lean your weight back, lift up your arms, lift up your legs, hold there. 1, point your feet if your legs are straight. 2, drop your head back and lift your chest up. 3, belly in, lift your pelvic floor, lengthen and breathe. 4. And 5. Okay, and release the pose. And you can take a break there or vinyasa. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Full inhales every time. We're going to squat after this. Full exhales, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees coming forward into a squat. And the reason why I like to do a squat is this is Marichasana at the same time on both sides. So bring your shoulders between your knees. Squeeze your big toes inwards. Hands into prayer. And if you need a block, go ahead, sit in a block. There's no crime. Hold here. 1, squeeze your knees in towards each other. Bring the shoulder blades down your back. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor and grow tall. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, we'll take Marichasana just for fun. Bring your right hand in front of you. Left hand to the side. Straighten your left leg. Reach your chest forward so your shoulder comes past the knee. Then turn your thumb down. Wrap the arms behind the back if you can and bind. If you can't bind, I'm your friend and I love you, so it's okay. And that's 1. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor and lengthen. 2, try to keep your right hip down. Lengthen away from your right hip. Don't worry about your chin down. 3, right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. 4. And 5, inhale coming up. And if you want, you can switch sides. We can switch sides by taking squat again. So take your squat just for a second. Squeeze your big toes inwards. Now left hand down, right hand beside you. If you're already taking a vinyasa, that's fine too. And then straighten your right leg. Reach your left hand forward so your shoulder goes well past the knee. Lengthen your hand up to the side. Turn your thumb down and go ahead and bind. And again, if you can't bind, it's overrated. Who cares? Breathe. 1, try to keep that left hip down. Now lengthen away. 2, left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. So we're squaring the shoulders to the front. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly work your way back up. Release the pose. We can take a break there or just switch sides. We're going to twist. If you want a vinyasa, go ahead. Inhale up and exhale, jump back. Slow your inhales. You have to take full breaths. There's no rush here. Slow exhale, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend your knees, coming forward to seated. Left leg straight, right leg back. Hug your left arm around your right knee. Or bring the elbow across the thigh. Now, when you're twisting like this, draw your rib cage back. Hold the belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Twist from your low waist. Now slide the armpit closer to the knee. If your knee and arm or shoulder close together, then you can attempt to bind. Otherwise, stay here. 1, keep your right hip down. Now lengthen away from your right hip. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Keep growing tall. 3, right shoulder blade down the back. Broaden your collarbones out to the side. 4, and 5, and release the pose. Now we'll switch sides. If you want a vinyasa, go ahead. So I'm gonna hug the right arm around my left knee, or bring the elbow across the knee. And now from here, let your rib cage draw back. Hold your belly in, twist from your low waist, so you're pulling the rib cage across your thigh. Then bring the armpit closer to your knee. And again, you can stay here, or turn your thumb down, wrap around to bind, hold. 1, push your left hip down, grow tall. 2, belly in, lift your pelvic floor, grow tall. 3, broadening your collarbones out to the side. 4, right shoulder blade down the back. And 5, and release the pose. And you can take a break there, or vinyasa. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhaling, upward dog. We're going to do Navasana soon. Exhaling, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, coming forward to seated position. Lean your weight back, lifting up your legs, lifting up your hands, hold. 1, knees to your chest, maybe toes higher. 2, chop your arms down, lift your chest up. 3, bring your shoulders back, chest forward. 4, and 5, and cross your shins. Push into your hands, inhale, lift, 1 breath. Exhale, lower, let's do that again. Inhale, lift up. 1, knees to your chest, maybe toes higher. 2, chop your arms down and lift your chest up. 3, draw your shoulders back and chest forward. 4, and 5, and cross your shins. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And once more, inhale, lift up. 1, knees to your chest, feet as high as you can. 2, chop your arms down, chest up. 3, shoulders back, chest forward. 4, and 5, and cross your shins. And you can take a break there, or vinyasa. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, coming forward to seated. And lying down onto your backs, preparing for back bends. If you want, you can take a block. So just lie down on your back and rest for a second. And while you're resting, this is one thing you can do just to prepare the serratus muscles for back bending. So you take the arms in cactus when you're on your back, shoulder blades are down your back. Now extend the arms back behind the head. Keep your rib cage down. So this whole line of muscle is starting to relax and it's starting to prepare for a stretch. If you're tired, go ahead, grab a block, and you can put the block underneath your sacrum and straighten your legs. And you just stay here. So you're stretching across the front of the pelvis. Okay? We can do bridge. I'm going to do Urdhva today just to see how my shoulder's doing. So you can do bridge where you grab the ankles and lift up. And again, you're getting a nice stretch across the front of the pelvis here. If your glutes are clenching here, that's normal. That's okay. It's when you're in full Urdhva, you don't want them to contract. So for Urdhva Dhanurasana, when you lift your hips up, bring your hands down, come up onto your head, squeeze your elbows in. The fingers can come out to the side. Now here, it's cactus. So bring the shoulder blades down the back and forward into the chest as much as you can. Just straighten the arms, then the legs, and hold. Yeah, that feels okay. That's 1. Favor the inner edges of your feet. 2, straight arms, shoulder blades go down your back. 3, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Rib cage lengthens away from the hips. 4, and 5, lower down. If you can, walk your hands in. Squeeze your elbows in. Shoulder blades down the back. Cactus. And again, straight arms, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and lower down. If you can, walk in with your hands, squeeze your elbows in. Shoulder blades down the back. Last one. Straight arms, then straight legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and lowering down. And we'll just bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side, massaging your paraspinals. And then we'll rock up to a seated position. If you want to take a vinyasa, go ahead. Step or jump back and lower down. Otherwise, take a comfortable forward bend. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Gaze forward, inhale, come forward. into a forward bend, Paschimottanasana. If you want, you can hug the legs. That's what I do to start. 10 breaths, so there's no rush. 1. Relax your lower back. Use the breath to help you do that. 2. Gently draw your thighs back. Hinge your pelvis forward. 3. 4. 5. Belly and lift your pelvic floor. 6. Lengthen your chest forward. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Slowly work your way back up. And if you want to take a vinyasa, go ahead. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Full inhales, upward dog. Full exhale, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, coming forward to a seated position. And exhale, lie down to your backs, preparing for shoulder stand. Inhale, lift your legs and hips up, hands in your lower back. Tuck the elbows underneath you. Hold there. 1. 2. Belly and lift your pelvic floor. 3. Lengthen your hips up away from your ribs. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Lower the legs down behind the head. Halasana. Maybe interlace the fingers behind you. Hold. 1. 2. Gaze towards your feet so it's easier to breathe. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Bend your knees. Gaze towards your feet. Hold Karnapidasana. 1. 2. 3. Keep looking back to breathe. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Work your way back up. If you can take full lotus, go ahead. Otherwise, cross your shins. Your hands can stay in your back, or you bring them onto the knees. Or if you can take lotus, you go ahead. Just do what you can. Urdhva Padmasana. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Bring the knees to your chest. Wrap the arms around the legs for Pindasana. I can't talk in this pose for sure. Hold. That's 1. Hug the legs to your chest. 2. Look back and breathe in your rib cage. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Keep your lotus if you can. And we're going to lower down into Matsuyasana. So if you're not in lotus, you can straighten your legs. Bring the hands underneath your hips. Lengthen your feet down, lift your chest up, drop your head back. And hold. If you are in lotus, Bring your head down and grab onto the feet. Hold there. 1. Wherever you are, press the legs down into the floor. Legs reach forward and down. 2. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Lengthen your rib cage away from the hips. 3. Imagine your shoulder blades are doing cactus. It's like you have an eye in your chest looking back towards the floor. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Slowly work your way back up. Or no, slowly release your legs up to a 45-degree angle. Arms come up. Hold here. Uddiyana Padottanasana. 1. Legs draw into the hips. Arms draw back into the shoulders. 2. Lift your chest up as you draw the shoulders back. 3. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Elbows down, feet down, roll your head out safe. Bring the legs into your chest for a second. Rock side to side. And then rock up. And again, you can take a break there. Or vinyasa. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Full inhales, upward dog. Full exhales, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, coming forward to a seated position. Preparing for headstand. So, I know it's only Regina and Lana, so you guys know what you're doing. You can work up against the wall. You just do the headstand that you know how to do. Just be safe. There's no rush and there's no pressure, okay? So be aware of what your body is doing and then move accordingly. Interlace your fingers, make your forearms parallel, drop the head down, curl the back toes under, walk your feet in, and you can stay here or lift up, hold. 1, keep the weight in your forearms. 2, rib cage in, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. 3, point the feet up. 4, forearms down, rib cage in, tail and feet up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lower the legs into pike, drawing your hips back, and hold 1. You don't have to come into pike. You can stay up. 2, super strong legs. 3, belly legs up. 4, relax your breath. And 5, inhale, work your way back up. And exhale, slowly lower the legs back down. I like to roll forward onto my head. And then take a very comfortable child's pose. There's no count here in Balasana. Head and shoulders roll forward and heavy. Draw the tail down towards your feet. Deep breaths here in the back of your rib cage. Head and shoulders rolling forward and heavy. Accentuating the breath in the back of the ribs. And slowly work your way back up. Just step your hands forward, step your feet back and lower down to Chaturanga. Full inhales, upward dog. It doesn't matter if you're off my count. Full exhales, downward dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, coming forward to a seated position. So again, if you can take full lotus, you know what to do. Otherwise, cross your shins and fold forward. It's just a cross-legged forward bend. So don't overthink it. You only do what you can. Maybe catch the elbows, maybe bring the hands down in front of you. Hold here. 1, head and shoulders roll forward and heavy. 2, hips down, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. 3, lengthen the rib cage away from your hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly work your way back up. Take Chin Mudra. Index fingers to the thumbs, backs to the hands, the fronts to the knees. Padmasana, lotus hold. 1. Belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Legs press down, now grow tall. 2. Straighten your arms, bring the shoulder blades down the back and forward into your chest. 3. Deepen the breath in your rib cage. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Lift the gaze, release the mudra. Prepare for Utplatihi. Go ahead and bring in blocks if you need. Or if you're in lotus, it's easier. Otherwise, your feet can stay down. You just lift up the hips. That's fine. Try to bring your knees up and the hands just in front of your hips. Lean the weight forward. Inhale, lift up. 1, knees up. 2, curl tail up. 3, belly in, lift your pelvic floor. 4, knees to your shoulders, lift up. 5, push the floor away like it's hot. 6, lift your thighs up to the stomach. 7, breathe, lift up. 8, belly in, lift up. 9, come on, one more, lift up. And 10, well done. And lower down. And you can take one last vinyasa. I'll just step the hands forward, step your feet back and lower down. Inhaling upward dog, and if you want, hold upward dog for a couple of breaths. So you just resolve whatever you need to on the front of the body. It's okay to give it some time. And a couple of breaths. And then whenever you're ready, you don't have to wait for my cue. Slowly move into downward dog. And again, here you can just hold it for a couple of breaths. Resolve whatever you need to, or pedal up the feet, it doesn't matter. And then gaze forward, bend the knees, come forward to a seated position. And lie down onto your backs. And if you want to use a book or a block, I was trying to grab the book that I like to use because it's not that thick. Okay, lie down on your backs, head on your book. Interlace your fingers, lift your head up, squeeze your elbows in, keep the arms active, relax your head, relax the neck. So you're stretching out the neck as it comes down. Take cactus arms, lift your hips up. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Now straighten the arms and lower your hips down. You can keep scooching your tail towards the end of the mat to flatten your lower back. And come into your final resting pose. We'll be here for about 1 minute. Very important to let your body rest. Our minds are very active and we're always jumping with our bodies. It's exhausting. So you need to be able to train your mind and your body to shut down and be aware of the state of rest and relaxation. There's no need to move. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to be anywhere. You're just staying here for the next minute, just noticing what a state of rest feels like. And bring the awareness back to your breath. Start taking deeper breaths. Bringing awareness into your body, moving fingers and toes, rotate wrists and ankles. Slowly bring the legs back together, the arms up behind the head on an inhale. Come into a big stretch through the arms, legs, fingers, toes, and exhale, just let it go. Bending your knees, rolling onto the right side, use the right arm like a pillow. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And slowly work your way back up into a seated position. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. I know it's just for Gina and Lana, but I appreciate the company, and it's nice to always practice with friends. So that was lovely. Workshop is Saturday from 10 to 12. So I'll see you there, Lana. Maybe Regina, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're still friends. I want to see you Sunday anyway. If you have any questions, please send them through. That's about it. Doing my my 5-minute yoga video soon. So if you have a suggestion for that, feel free to let me know, and I'll do that. But apart from that, thanks for joining me today.